Hey creatives, how are you? This is John Bishop with Redbug Creatives Network, and we are very honored today to have Reyes Ramirez from Fresh Arts coming. He's going to actually come and speak at our next meeting next week, but I wanted to take a few minutes to talk with Reyes and have him tell you a little bit about what he does with Fresh Arts and a little bit about Fresh Arts in general. So welcome, Reyes.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm Reyes Ramirez. I'm the relatively new Programs Outreach Coordinator for Fresh Arts. I started back in January, but actually interned back when it was Space Taker in about 2010, 2009. And kind of what I do is I let the awesome, amazing Houston arts community know about what we do. And we have numerous amounts of resources available, and it's really our belief that artists can make a living off of their work, and they should, and they deserve to.
Please.
Right? Yeah. As a writer myself, I've kind of had the experience of having to cobble together different lifestyles and works and disciplines to kind of make ends meet. And had I known some of the things that Fresh Arts did in terms of like workshops, I would have attended them more when I came back to Houston a few years ago. But now that's me. I'm in the seat now. I have that responsibility, and I love it. And it's a great job, and I always talk to artists, and I've always have talked to artists, and so this kind of was like a natural fit.
I know you guys do loads of things. I mean, you've got calendars, online resources. For learning. You've got the workshops you mentioned. Something that we appreciate is every Thursday night we go to, when we can, is it La Boheme?
Boheme, yeah.
Boheme. For a happy hour, it's called Cultured Cocktails. And I guess different arts organizations apply to be featured at those?
So yeah, it's different arts organizations, arts projects, artists. So it really depends. I think it's a really great program in terms of artists needing kind of that quick kind of turnaround and quick money to do the amazing projects that they need to do. And so it's nice to sit back and have a drink, but it's also nice knowing that a portion of that drink is going to go support that artist, that there's these artists with like these great, amazing ideas that kind of need that quick turnaround. And this is a program where kind of like reshaping, revitalizing for different needs and hopefully different areas, but we'll see. Yeah.
You guys have a weekly newsletter, Arts on Tap, isn't it called?
Art on Tap. Yeah.
And so there's all kinds of information in that telling you what's coming up as far as calendar, but you guys also feature calls, different events and different opportunities, and you guys actually do fiscal sponsorships or scholarships.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like every Tuesday is our Art on Tap newsletter, and that's like all the cool Houston arts happenings. We tend to want to keep that either low cost or free events, just to kind of again let Houston know the amazing stuff that artists do in Houston, whether it be like those like indie film screenings, whether it be those like art exhibitions, etc. And then every first Thursday of the month is our artist resource newsletter, which just came out last week, and it's like all the deadlines that we'll find. And I make it a point to curate. Being a writer myself, the one thing I don't like is like, oh wow, there's a residency in Italy, absolutely, let me apply, and then it's like $40 to apply, and then if you get in, the off chance you get in, you still have to pay like $3,000 to go, and then I'm like, okay, well great, thanks for nothing. And so what I try to do is I curate art opportunities that are either free or low cost and have big rewards. And then yes, we have a fiscal sponsorship program where essentially like one of the cool things, or one of the reasons why people go for nonprofit status, is to have access to funds that you normally wouldn't have and use.
And that process can be pretty onerous as well.
Absolutely, and then you get also discounts. Different like companies provide discounts, and then also kind of like that tax-free status. And so what that is that Fresh Arts essentially like takes on your project kind of as an umbrella. We don't take it as like ours, but rather like we take it, just put our name on it, and then like you get to kind of like manage it from there.
That's magnificent and so helpful, particularly when people are, busy doing their creative work and they don't have that kind of administrative help to to go out and write a lot of grants and pursue that kind of stuff. It's magical. Now, you had a program that just ended. I didn't get in, by the way, but two of my friends did, and they had a really great experience. The Artist Inc.
So like Artist Inc. It happens every year. It's been happening for the last 3 years. And what it is, it's a program from the Mid-America Arts Alliance. And what it does is it teaches kind of entrepreneurial business skills to artists. It's a series of 8 sessions where we bring in an expert and we kind of teach a curriculum of how to have that entrepreneurial mindset, to how to know what you need to know in regards to getting access to like funds or information or networking, building an audience.
You got something else coming up soon though, huh? The summit?
Yeah, so next month in July, July 19th to the 20th, we have the Artist Summit. And what that is that Artist Inc. curriculum, but it's condensed at 2 days. And we're gonna have panels, we're gonna have roundtables, we're gonna have breakout sessions that are more focused, and we're gonna have different tracks that focus on finance, legal matters, marketing, and kind of like these, I guess, wild cards where it's like stuff that don't usually fit in those but are equally important. Houston is just, it's got so many amazing, great artists, and it's, you know, we're not talking to each other sometimes, and I feel like even just being in the same room can cause some amazing things to happen.
Right.
And so it really is about how do you make this information accessible? How do you build a sustainable art community that supports and loves each other?
That's magnificent.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much. We sure appreciate you
Thank
coming
you so
out.
much. Thank you
Look
for having
forward
me.
to you coming to speak next week.
It's kind of one of my favorite parts about this job is really talking to artists and getting to know them and knowing just what awesome, great, like things we're doing, and we just need to talk, and I love that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great, guys. Thanks so much, and come out next week and hear Reyes speak to the group. And until then, have a great week.